imagine a room, with four walls, a roof, some windows and doors, and an air conditioning system. Now, when you enter this room, your choice of seat depends on your preference for warmer temperatures or cooler temperatures. So when you enter the room, you might prefer a seat closer to the window if you want to sit in a warmer environment, or you might prefer a seat closer to the air conditioner. Now, hold on to this thought, and let's apply this to forests. So research has shown that the temperatures in the forests tend to be lower when it's warmer outside, and it tends to be warmer when it's cooler outside. And this phenomenon is known as microclimate buffering. And this the buffering is influenced by the forest structure. In our research, we basically installed temperature sensors in the forest to capture the various temperatures that are spread out within the forests, and we computed the temperature differences between the between the forest interiors and those outside. And these offsets, temperature offsets, are not only are related to the forest structure. And to capture the forest structure, we used state-of-the-art remote sensing technology known as terrestrial laser scanning. And terrestrial laser scanning is basically a laser sensor that sends out millions of pulses. And as a result, we can map every tree, the branches and the leaves in very high detail. And once you have this data, you can basically compute features such as plant cover that quantify the forest structure. And then we found the relationship with the temperature offsets and found that the temperature offsets indeed are affected by the plant cover, but only to a certain extent. Now, we took this a step further. We introduced something called permanent laser scanning, which involves installing a laser scanner in the forest, which captures forest structure almost on a daily basis. And this allowed us to map the forest structure and track its seasonal changes. What we're doing with all of this data is creating a micro-temporal assessment of the microclimate buffering. And we can basically see how things are changing on a temporal scale and on a spatial scale. Are we going to put this together, and then we will relate it to satellite data, allowing us to map our findings to much larger areas. And satellite data is collected frequently, and as a result, we can track the changes that the forest is undergoing. In a world that is constantly facing climate challenges, understanding forest structure and forest microclimate reveals nature's way of maintaining stability and resilience. And I hope you've all found the seeds to your liking today. Thank you.